What's up everybody, StevDeS here. Content creators have to talk to their community. It's extremely important that we keep up to date with you guys and let you know what's going on if, let's say, a video doesn't come out in time. Some content creators say that they're sick. Some other content creators have to get married. They have family issues. People are moving. All in all, life stuff can get in the way of making these videos. So that's where YouTube has strided in order to give the content creators on this site something that they can use. The Community tab. However, there's a few issues that are quite glaring. But to be fair, this is a useful tool. So let's go ahead and get into what it is. Tab isn't really a main feature. It's provided on smartphones and other mobile devices so that YouTubers can update you on the go. Makes sense, but that does introduce a few issues. For one, there's apparently a subscriber wall. I did a bit of digging and some people unlock it at 2,000 subscribers, but the general rule is at 10,000 subscribers, you're able to get the Community tab feature on your mobile phone. Okay, there's a few issues here, but I can see why the Community tab is like this. It's for YouTubers who have tens upon hundreds of thousands or millions of subscribers, such as Game Theory, Devil Artemis, Cat Icarus, just naming a few off the top of my head, in order for them to interact with their community and let them know what's going on as far as releasing videos, especially if YouTube is a full-time job for them. And I want it to be a full-time job for me. So why don't I have this extremely useful thing at 200 subscribers? Well, that's because there's a few questions we're going to have to address here. I can hanker a few guests, which is the point of a StevDeS rant, but this is what I think the issue is with the Community tab, which, let me be frank, is an extremely useful tool. That way you don't have to see videos like this.
The video's on its way. I'm just uploading this because the YouTube algorithm makes me.
All the time. Fear not though, because this extremely useful tool is available once one hits 10,000 subscribers. Now you know why it's my goal. If I can hit 10,000 subscribers without the Community tab, imagine what I could do with it. Being able to tell you all what's going on and why a certain video might be a little late because life stuff is happening just makes the experience a lot more reliable for all of you. That way I can let you know about all this. But unfortunately, mobile only, 10,000 subs, but don't worry, I have the discussion tab. Okay, this brings up a few questions. Now keep in mind, I'm not a professor of this. This is just how I've noticed being an observer as to how social media works. There are two kinds of systems in place. There's a one-way system and a two-way system. A majority of social media uses the two-way system. And, well, Facebook, Twitter, Google+. Who uses Google+? Even Discord. Anywhere there's a chat room, there's typically a two-way system, so you can chat with people live and, while not in person, you can still do video chats, voice chats, like text message chat rooms. There's a whole plethora of two-way systems where a lot of the time it's in real time. Even video games. Nowadays you can type messages and tell your team what's going on in the middle of a game. The two-way system is extremely popular, so we're gonna kind of ignore that because the Community tab is a one-way system.
Hold on, StevDeS, what are you talking about? We can reply to all of those posts. And we can give them the thumbs up. We can still talk to you whenever you post something on the Community tab. How is it a one-way two-way system. Imagine if you and your friend are having a conversation. It's a two-way system. You're both talking in real time to each other and relaying information. Now imagine a one-way system where both of you are silent and you're sharing the same piece of paper and you have your own pen. Your friend writes a message and then hands it to you. And then you write a message on that same piece of paper. That's the post. Everybody's talking on that same piece of paper, making the community tab a one-way system when it comes down to interacting with people. This has a number of pluses and negatives, and if you want to see that video, let me know in the comments below. But considering that we're talking about a one-way system here, let's focus on that and focus on a few questions that I have for the community tab, which has been proven to work time and time again. So we end up back at these three questions. Why do I need 10,000 subscribers to use this really useful feature? Why is it only on mobile devices when editing on my computer is far more useful than editing on my phone? And why does the discussion tab exist if we have the community tab? Let's tackle these one at a time in countdown fashion. The discussion tab is what we people that primarily use personal computer... The discussion tab is what we who primarily use computers get to use to interact with our fan bases. The discussion tab, which is just a glorified chat room. Again, Discord, Facebook, Instagram. I could go on and name the several social media sites that do this better. Who is going to go to someone's channel and type a comment after watching one of their videos when they could just comment on the video? Honestly, the discussion tab is pretty useless. As far as I know, it's only on the mobile that you actually get to use the community tab. Why? Why are you going to do this, YouTube? You're going to have a completely useless tab on my channel, and yet the mobile devices get this? Seriously, it boggles my mind. But the discussion tab is mainly so that when you post a comment, I guess it acts like a glorified inbox rather than anything, because a lot of discussion tabs are just fans messaging the person saying, hey, I like your work, go do this, when they could just go to the video comments for that. It's honestly a really useless piece to anybody's YouTube channel. I want to say roughly 90% of people don't use it. And the 10% that do, good for you. You made something useful out of something useless. The idea of having YouTube at the palm of your hands is something that I'm very active in because I don't buy music. I just look up YouTube videos with the music, put it on the side of my car, and enjoy listening to music as I drive to work for another soul-crushing day. Why am I not popular yet? Honestly, the second question is pretty straightforward. Instead of going on your computer and making a video like this,
the video's on its way. I'm just uploading this because the YouTube algorithm makes me.
to tell everybody what you're doing and how you're doing it and that you're on your way, it's just something happened. It's just a matter of grabbing your mobile device, taking a picture or posting a picture, and voila! Everybody now has a picture of my middle finger. Oh, I might want to message and say that the next video might be a little late. And done! See how easy that was? And it allows lower YouTubers like me to get out there and say, hey, life stuff is happening! Give me a break, man! But bottom line is, the idea of it being mobile only, and it saying, hey, get a smartphone, you can't be just doing everything on the computer. Considering most of the time I'm sitting at my computer and editing video of you schmucks, there's a reason. Which, by the way, majority of you aren't schmucks. please like me. Bottom line, I have a smartphone. A majority of people have smartphones. That's not the reason. The reason is it should be on PC as well. I mean, hell, do you think half the people that I was listing earlier, Kid Icarus, Game Theory, freaking Nostalgia Critic, and the Angry Video Game Nerd, yeah, they totally make all of their videos on their smartphones! The need to have 10,000 subscribers to interact with the community that I'm sure a lot of YouTubers look up to other YouTubers, such as the names I put on this board. I mean, heck, if I could be as kind as Jacksepticeye, as knowledgeable as GT Live, along with a little bit of Devil Artemis and Caddy's humor, throw in a bit of political humor with Ben Shapiro's Thug Life, and top it off with a giggly idiot like Markiplier is, damn, that would be amazing! But I'm not allowed to have a community tab until 10,000 subscribers. Just not happening. Honestly, the reason why I put these names in particular, they're just a handful of people that don't have the subscriber wall pushed on them. This subscriber wall is a pain. And here's why it doesn't make sense. One of these things is just like the other. Both of them are communities. Because on YouTube, I'm not going for the song number, okay? I'm just not doing it. Communities can range in size from hundreds to even tens. You know, you have a community of 5th graders, 6th graders, 3rd graders. You always considered people by what grade level they were when you were in school, all the way up to millions, like what Game Theory achieved. Bravo, Matt, Pat, and Dean, good job. But still, it's like, it doesn't matter if you have 1 million people or just, I'm using myself as an example here, 200 people, it's still a community. It's still something that would benefit from a community tab. This is why that...
The YouTube algorithm makes me.
Yeah, that video was late the way it was. I wanted to make a point here. It doesn't matter if I have 200 people or 12 million people. I should be able to... I just threw it over here. I should be able to grab my phone and say, hey, life stuff happened. Let me go ahead and upload the video a little bit late. I'm sorry, all of you, and I hope you tune in. Done deal. This is why the subscriber wall is such a big problem. So, how are we going to fix this? Well, I have a suggestion. Actually, 3 of them. And if 2 of the 3 suggestions were implemented, things would be easier for a lot of people that want to get into content creating for this site. I know I do. I have 2 suggestions for getting past this little issue, the subscriber wall. Now, I know I'm a bit heavy-handed with the political humor, but I mean, some of the things in the political spheres are friggin' hilarious coming out of both parties. So, I'm honestly more of a live and let live sort of guy. This isn't supposed to be supporting any political agenda. I don't care about any of that. I just thought this would be funny.
Either way, it's bad. I do know animals.
That being said, if Trump can't have his wall on the border, why does YouTube get to have its wall on subscribers that we earn? Granted, it is their site, but I have 2 very simple solutions for this. Make it a feature. Make it a full-fledged feature. Now, I'm sure some of you think I'm getting paid for the videos I put out. That's not true, as you will see right here.
Okay, so we're going to go up here. This is where we're in the channel thing. We're going to go to YouTube Studio. And let's wait for it to load because my internet's slow. Okay, here we go. We got the Friday... Oh, man, only 10 people watched that Friday Funds? Well, then again, it came out on Saturday. The whole point is my videos. Algorithms! It's private now. Now I go to other features. We go into status and features. And there we go. Haven't gotten any copyright strike. Community guy. I'm doing good. This is where all the bonus stuff is. So, as you can see, I'm not monetized here. And as far as live streaming, I can enable that. It's not live streaming. But my main point is that the community tab needs to be something like this. This is one of my points. back to you, past Stev.
Thanks, future me at the time I'm recording this. Well, there you have it. It could just be a status and feature that you can enable, much like monetization on the channel. I told you I would only turn on monetization at 10,000 subscribers because I want to feel like I earned the people who tune in and watch these videos. That being said, to make things easier on me, a community tab would probably be helpful. Even if YouTube doesn't want to do the community tab like that, even if they want, to be a subscriber milestone for the community tab to come out. You have, I think, live streams. Thank you, Schmidt. They have that function at 1,000 subscribers. Okay, well, the community tab is so that I can talk to people and get their viewpoints. Maybe put a poll out there if I'm at a point in a story where I want people to weigh in and I don't want to make something they're going to be against. So I'll throw a poll out there instead of having them wait for the next video, since I only do 3 videos a week. The community tab would be monumental, and one of these 2 options enforced would make low-level YouTubers like me start shining a lot more in the eyes of our communities. Whether they be 100 strong or million strong, the community tab would be useful. Now, this isn't saying we shouldn't discuss things, we shouldn't talk to each other, or anything like that. Don't take this out of context. But the discussion tab has overstayed its welcome. Get rid of it. Tear it up. Burn it. Throw it in the garbage. Just get it out of here. Get it off of my YouTube and give me the community tab on the PC. I want to be able to, in the middle of editing, just throw out a community post there and say, hey, I'm in the middle of writing. I'm going to start live streaming shortly, so if you want to come by and have a conversation, cool. Or, hey, how's your day going? Or, hey, this is a really tough detail and I want you, the fans, to weigh in. So what's going to happen with this little detail? That would add so much to the way that YouTube works with its community. Instead, we get the discussion tab on the PC. If the community tab works so well on mobile, get it on PC. And if it already is on PC, again, make it available to everybody. Bottom line, the community tab should not only be used to maintain one's community, but it should also be used to grow one's community. And I think that's the main message of this rant. So what do you all think? Do you think that the community tab needs a little bit of reworking, or do you think that it being on mobile is just where it needs to be? Leave a comment below. For more what ifs in the realms of video gaming and Dragon Ball alike, and like a StevDeS rant like this one, talking about the cash grabbing coots in the Crash Bandicoot, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Like the video if you enjoyed it, and as always, I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.